be on
right.
my best. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. I'm gonna
Sure,
try to be on my
Dan.
best behavior.
Sure.
Welcome to another episode of Where's the Remote? I am your host Steven, and I'm joined here by my very, 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 very good friend, Régine.
It's me. It's Régine. It's like I never know when to say it's me.
Yeah, I don't
be
know
like,
why. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just say her name from now on because
help your friend, please.
listen, we all need help. We all
Please,
need help.
please.
But we're back again with another episode, but this time we're covering two forms of content. If you guys are caught up, we've been watching The Last Frontier that just started on Apple TV, but we are also covering Régine's favorite
My man.
actor of all. Is he your favorite actor of all time?
That's kind of, I'm a Black woman. I don't like to but I have to give props when props are due. You know what I'm saying? And I like to give him his props, and I will be giving his props.
Fair. I can respect that. But I think he's been doing a lot of press, which I feel like is not the norm for him. I could be wrong.
He's probably doing press for what we're about to talk about.
Yes. So we're talking about Matthew McConaughey. I don't know why we took so long to say the man's name, like he's, Voldemort or some shit. But we're talking about Matthew McConaughey, also, which dropped on Apple TV, The Lost Bus. Which one do you want to go through first? We got episode 3, The Last Frontier, or we could do this movie.
Let's save the best for last. And it's not like
the best for last is another episode. So there's that. Okay, so then I guess we could start with episode 3 of The Last Frontier.
Let's just start here. I don't have too much. I
have a decent amount, but none of it is good.
Critiques only.
Yes. Critiques only. I hope that whoever is the showrunner and the writers don't listen to this because they will not be pleased by our reviews.
Well, maybe they take the constructive criticism.
Hey.
That's what I say.
Hey, I ain't got no journalism degree, but I know good shit.
I know good stuff when I see it.
When I see it, and I haven't seen it these 3 weeks. Episode 3 of The Last Frontier is titled "Country as Fuck." Sees U.S. Marshal Frank Remnick successfully locate and rescue his wife Sarah, who had been taken hostage by the mastermind fugitive Havelock. Meanwhile, Frank's son Luke and his girlfriend Kira finally find themselves held captive at their remote cabin after the injured man that they help reveals himself to be another dangerous escaped convict who kills the deputy sent to retrieve the children. The main action culminates in a dramatic showdown on a tourist tundra buggy where Havelock is cornered but manages to escape by leveraging a secret he knows Frank is hiding in his basement. The episode ends with a shocking revelation when CIA agent Sidney Schofield, who is assisting Frank in the manhunt, confesses to him that she is actually Havelock's wife. What are your immediate reactions?
So I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. This episode, compared to the first two, was probably better than the first two, especially the first two combined. It was definitely better. But I left with so many questions. The biggest one, and maybe I missed this. Maybe I missed it because I was just so bored. And it's just like, when you be bored with the shows, you just be in and out. It is what it is.
Right.
But what happened to the cop that was supposed to save the kids?
The inmate killed him. Like, he went to the cabin and he was knocking on the door saying the kid's name. And then I think I don't know if they showed it. No, yes. I think he broke into the house or the door was open. Some crazy shit like that. So he's walking around saying the kids' names. The kids were asleep, so they didn't hear him. And then the inmate came up from behind him and like choked him out and like killed him.
Oh, okay. That doesn't even make any sense.
Bruh. All I know is if you're an obese officer, you do not live long in this series.
They want you out of here. Okay?
They get you
out of here. The fat phobia in this freaking show is very clear. It's very, very clear. Very clear. Okay, I missed that. That must have been like the first scene. Missed that. Because I was like, how did we even get here? Okay.
Who knows?
Okay. Thank you for answering that question. But still. Okay.
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 I'm like, is there more? Not really.
I mean, I feel like okay, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just gonna run off all the stuff that pissed me off. You can cut me off at any given point.
Okay.
I remember last week when we covered this, I hated the cliffhanger. So the fact that the cliffhanger was that the cooler that was covered in blood on the outside was actually just keys inside, I was immediately annoyed. And I think that's how the episode started. So I was like, the fuckery continues. The fuckery
It's
continues.
not gonna stop. Yeah.
And then the title of the episode, Country as Fuck,
That's
is
crazy.
actually based off a song that they played, which is like this hip hop country thing that they had going on. And I was like, what is going on? We're in Alaska.
Let's start there. I haven't seen any of us. The only of us that I've seen have been what? Criminals.
Yes. Yes.
Criminals.
That's one. Two, I don't know what music people in Alaska play, but I would not have thought it would be country. I guess it would be more like folk because you have a lot of Eskimos and people of
Native
that
Americans.
Native Americans and
Yeah.
that. But yeah, so when I was listening to that as a backdrop, I was like, what are we doing? And then there's a scene where they have like the little compound where they've been doing all like the police and the marshals or whatever have been doing this stuff, and then one of the inmates is like a bit bigger than everybody else, so he's like fighting all the marshals, and then Frank stops him by throwing a snowball in his face. I just why? What else? I wrote in caps and I can't remember what it was, but something that said, why would you not lock the door? Oh, the buggy. Because they were all on the buggy, all the people were on the buggy, and then they saw the inmates walking to them. First of all,
yes, I was so confused about that. I was like, okay.
As a millennial, I remember blizzards in New York City. I was alive for Blizzard 96 as a kid, still having to go to school. My school was only a block away, and it still took me like 20 minutes because of how much snow was outside. Yeah. They was walking pretty fast to get to that damn buggy.
Walking in snow is extremely hard.
Yes. And then what in your mind does not tell you, hey, these look like criminals. They're in jumpsuits.
I think one had like on an orange jumpsuit.
Multiple of them had orange jumpsuits on. And I think one of them may have been covered in blood also. I don't remember. Why not lock the door? Like, what are we doing? It's
like when I thought they was about to lock the door and when the guy was getting the gun, I thought, okay, cool. That maybe they can help with the investigation or whatever. They can stop them. Next thing you know, they opening the door. I'm like, bro, that happened so quickly. I'm confused.
Yes. And then on top of that, another form of bad writing was coincidentally, they couldn't start the buggy to drive off while the inmates were pulling up on them. It's like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, I'd rather, you could start it. Maybe since it's such a bigger machine, it can't really go that fast. Maybe it could do like a 15, 20 miles per hour and you're in the snow. So it's like, all right, I could accept that if they ran it down and chased after it. But no, it can't start and the door just happened to be unlocked. It's like, what are we watching?
Yeah.
There's some other stuff that I put on here that I can't remember. It's just bad. Can't stop thinking about her. Sorry to put you through this again. I think they were referencing. Oh, I think this is when Frank was talking to his wife after he saved her, or he found her. He didn't save her. He found her. And then I think they were making references to, I guess they lost a kid previously.
A daughter, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care. Y'all have not built up these characters well enough for me to care about any sort of like backstory, any capacity.
I feel like they're really just trying to make him seem like a family man. Like that's pretty much the only thing that I'm getting.
Or like I feel like no idea is original. So when you get like these crime thrillers, now like the main character always has to be like this tortured soul who's like trying to figure things out. And it's like, Frank, I don't care. Sorry.
You're in
Sorry.
Alaska.
The kids in the cabin. So they discovered that he's an inmate. They figure out he's an inmate. And
how she figured it out was so interesting, because from my understanding, they had to walk pretty far from like the car to up to the cabin. So all of a sudden she turns around and she sees the cop car. Now that was like, I swear they had to walk.
So you walked outside to safety, figured out the man that y'all had in the crib was an inmate, and you walk all the way back. And then instead of leaving, you argue while whispering about him in the other room and stay.
Yeah, and now you're stuck.
Release me, please.
I know.
Release
That's
me,
literally
please.
how I feel after this. I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna get through it.
This is bad. This is bad.
Terrible.
And then I don't remember what scene it was, but obviously when you're shooting stuff in like Alaska or whatever, you can only do this for an extended period of time. And I guess I can't remember what scene it was, but I'm guessing they're shooting like scenery, or like you're seeing the scale of where they're at in whatever capacity. And this could just be me nitpicking, but you could kind of tell like, oh, the CGI wasn't that great. Like the computer graphics aren't great. It's like, we reached budget.
Must be like the scene when they're like, we had the helicopters pulling the buggy.
Yes. Yes. It was like, this does not look good. Like y'all was doing too much. Like y'all could do it. And then the last thing I have on here, because we can move on, because I don't want to talk about this show anymore. Which is perfect, because we're as you reminded me about the buggy in the helicopter. When these motherfuckers turn into Avengers and like they're inside the buggy that's hanging off the cliff. One, I was offended because it reminds me of the second Jurassic Park movie with Jeff Goldblum. They have a similar scene like that where like they kidnap one of these like baby dinosaurs to like heal it or whatever, and then like the mother dinosaur comes back for the baby. They return the baby.
I remember this. I actually like that one, I think.
Yeah, I like that one too. Like that one's actually entertaining, even though a lot of people, I guess the general public, hates Jurassic Park after the first movie.
Okay.
But it's a similar scene where the dinosaur then attacks the little RV that they're in, and like it's hanging off a cliff, and then somebody, I think Julianne Moore, falls into the glass, and like the glass is starting to like break, and they try to save her or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But as I'm watching it, it makes me think of a Jurassic Park. I was like, no, don't. I actually enjoy that movie, and now y'all about to kill it for me with this trash that I'm watching now. But this motherfucker breaks the glass on purpose.
Yes.
Falls how many feet to then survive?
Exactly.
He's going to survive because he's the main villain. And then
Homegirl. And that's what really confused me. I was like, why would he do that? Because how are you going to survive that?
Because there's one thing, if this was in a different country, maybe it's like in a jungle. So it's like, okay, you could fall on some branches or whatever. Yeah. Maybe you don't land on like hard rocks and you survive. You're in Alaska. Everything is ice.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to survive.
Unless it's like a big thing of snow.
And even then, it's too close.
Far. Like, that is such a far fall. Okay, you fall on snow, but I don't know.
It's all ice. It's Alaska. Ain't no snow. It's only snow if you're shaving some shit off yourself. Everything is ice. He's supposed to die. But then Shorty, who's supposed to be some regular CIA agent, she jumps on the shit like she Black Widow.
Crazy.
No care in the world. I'm like, since when Scarlett Johansson is in this movie?
Yeah,
like when I was annoyed. Annoyed. The show is not good. It's not good at all. Like I watch it because it's part of. It's not good.
I'm so sorry. Once again, please, Steven is gonna probably. You know what? I'll spit my own beans because I'm fine with that. I picked the show. And Steven loves to remind me every time that I did it, and that's fine.
The only thing I would say is it's not bad where it's like this is unwatchable, but it's painfully not even like close to good.
Yeah,
Like
it's not. It's
it's
like, yeah,
mid.
no, it's not
It's
even
like
really
super mid.
entertaining either. Like, and then like with the cliffhanger of like her being his wife was like, what? That was when I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this because what you that
But then they chop it up, so they try to like play the like I don't even know what the proper term is, but she's so caught up in who he is as a person. So like
right.
she's supposed to leave, but then they show you like what's happening in Alaska, but then they cut back to she doesn't leave. They end up having sex, and it's like
Yeah, like
I don't
they do
care.
like back it like from the then to now. Yeah,
Everybody could die. Everybody could die. Like wrap this shit up. Like I
yeah,
don't care anymore. I don't care.
yeah.
I don't know if you have anything else. I'm ready to give my rating and move on.
I'm ready. Yeah, it's another 2. Was it 2? It's a 2. It's 2s all around.
Yeah, I give it a 2. Like
It's 2s all around.
I gave it a 2. I think watching the first 2 episodes, I was like, all right, y'all gave me the first 2. It's okay. I could nitpick at it, but like this is essentially your pilot, even though it's 2 episodes. But this is like y'all doing a lot. Y'all doing a lot.
Well, I would say good thing is they're not doing like by prisoner like you thought it was going to be, like where they're like each episode is about a prisoner. Good thing it's not that.
I mean, I guess.
Take your wins. Take your wins when you get it.
I guess. We should have watched Task instead. I know I brought it up with you, but
I never brought it up again.
Because
I never brought it up again. Listen.
We should have watched Task instead because I enjoyed it. I don't think it was like as great as other people have. I feel like rated it, but then like because the season just ended, or I guess it's a limited series, so I think it's just one and done. But the series just ended, and I'm seeing like there's a lot of rave reviews about it. You know, with Mark Ruffalo, and then I forget the other guy's name. So we should have did that, but it is what it is. It's fine now. Like we're here now. I guess we can now pivot to The Lost Bust with Matthew McConaughey. So I'll give the synopsis there. The film, as I mentioned, features Matthew McConaughey, titled The Lost Bus. It's a survival drama based on true events that happened during the 2018 Camp Fire, which is the deadliest wildfire in California history. I don't know if that is still accurate, because didn't we have a fire?
This year.
I don't know if that's still accurate. But it might still be. The story centers on Kevin McKay, played by Matthew McConaughey, a struggling school bus driver in the town of Paradise, California, whose personal life is in shambles. When the massive, fast-moving campfire erupts and engulfs the town, McKay answers a frantic call to evacuate a group of 22 elementary school children and their dedicated teacher, Mary Ludwig, played by America Ferrera, who are stranded at their school. What should have been a quick drive to safety turns into a harrowing life or death odyssey as McKay is forced to navigate the bus through gridlock traffic, blinding smoke, and walls of fire. The film follows the desperate, hours-long battle for survival as McKay and Ludwig work together to keep the terrified children calm and find a route to safety against an uncontrollable, relentless inferno. What are your immediate thoughts?
Immediate thoughts. Matthew McConaughey, once again put on a performance. Honestly, even like when it first started, obviously I knew he was in the, oh my God. Obviously I knew that he, what's on my hair, child? Anyways, I knew that he was in the film, but for some reason, like first glimpse, I couldn't really tell it was him. Like something about, because you know, like when he's in these roles, he loses the weight. Like he gets into character. And it's like maybe the scrugginess of him, how he looked, something about him, it was just like, that's not Matthew McConaughey. But then it's like he started talking, you know it's him, you know his voice. But yeah, first he put on perform. I feel like Matthew McConaughey likes to choose films and different shows and stuff based on how well he can outperform everybody else.
I mean, perhaps.
I mean, think about it. Especially
but he didn't. To be quite frank, I mean, he didn't really have much to work with. Like, the only person he really had to interact with some kids
That's what I'm
and
saying.
America Ferrera.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah,
he
didn't really have to challenge himself.
He chose something where he could be the main character, where he can show off all his skills, all his strengths, and even make his supporting characters pick up too as well, to want to even do the same thing he doing. I know, like, when we first, you was like, because, by the way, Steven didn't tell me that we was watching this until yesterday.
That's a lie, but continue.
He had to remind. Anyways, we're not going to put blame on anybody. We're not going to put blame. So I didn't watch it until like late last night. Like, I watched it to sleep yesterday. And so while I'm watching it, you already told me, like, I don't think it's that good. So I'm already in my head. This is what I'm thinking. But while I'm watching it, obviously it's like, it's one day, 2-hour long movie, one day, really only a couple of hours, not really even one day, maybe like a 24-hour type of film type of thing.
Right.
And it's just like, everything is so back to back, and it's so action packed, and everything's happening at once, and all of these things. But you know what's consistent? Matthew McConaughey. He is consistent for every scene, everything. The scene with his son and at the house, wow, that was a lot. Him being in the bus talking to his ex-wife, baby mama. I mean, I'm not going to keep giving his flowers, but he deserves them, because he chose this film just so that he can show people that he's a great actor.
I will say, I do agree, Matthew McConaughey is great. He's extremely talented. He submerges himself in these roles. For me personally, the movie didn't really do much for me. And I don't know, maybe because yeah, like, I don't know, maybe because like it's a very specific type of movie. Like, it's really about a fire in California and then him saving some kids and whatever, and his experience with that. I did do some research, like the whole family dynamic issues, that was all dramatization. That's not accurate. So it was kind of like, and that's my thing. That's why the movie didn't really move me, because it was like, okay, you're giving me all this drama stuff, but it's so small in comparison to like what the focus is this huge fire that is like destroying this part of California.
Honestly, you could tell that wasn't like a real part of the movie. Let me tell you
why. So it just feels it kind of feels like out of place.
Yes, because remember, his son has a stomach ache, and the only reason why he was turning the bus around so he could go to his son to give him the medicine. But as soon as they called about them kids, he said, "A son." I
don't even like my son anyway.
I have a son. I gotta get these kids, these kids at the school. So just that alone, it's like, obviously y'all dropped that in it just to make it look good, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it's Matthew. Like, how much could you really do while you're in a bus, while there's fire and traffic? Like, so you got to give him something more. Yeah, but like, I don't know if I mentioned it on this show, but like, I'm on Discord with like a bunch of people that I connected with on like during the Clubhouse days, which is almost a whole generation ago. It feels like. But it makes me think about how we would always joke about like kids in TV and film are always trash, and like the movie starts off with kids are trash. Like, he come home from work, like he trying to figure some shit out, he trying to engage, and you just being an asshole to Pops. Like, fuck you, Dad. I fucking hate you. And it's like, bro, what did he do to deserve this?
Yeah.
Like, this is mad extra. I know me as a black child, as a child of Caribbean immigrants, if my parents was to come into my room talking to me and I turn up the volume on the music, oh, that's my last day on earth. That's my last day on earth.
You're in a 2-piece immediately.
Listen, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven having conversations.
Would never.
I would never be so bold.
Never.
never be so bold.
Never.
Yeah, I'll be doing this podcast from heaven right now if that was the case. Because yeah,
R.I.P. to Steven.
word. The one thing that I found funny was I think when he gets back to the little base where all the buses are at. This is just Matthew being Matthew, because you know the joke of like, you know, he makes stuff a little bit over dramatized.
Yeah.
So like, do they even still have Lincolns anymore? But remember those Lincoln Navigator commercials that he used to be in all the time? And he'd be mad serious. It was like, bro, it's just a car. Relax. But when he's back at the station with all the buses, like he was like rubbing one of his buses down like it's like a majestic horse. I'm like,
he's going to perform.
What are we doing?
You hear what I'm saying?
What are we doing?
He said, put me in. I'm gonna show you your best word.
Usually, people do that to like their dream car, like a Ferrari or some extra shit. This man was wiping down the yellow bus.
Serious man. He's serious about everything.
Yeah, listen, I mean. Listen,
a real bus driver.
I think Matthew did as good of a job with what was given. I mean, it's based on true events. It's based on a very specific like plot. Like there's really not much you could do.
Yeah.
So I don't really have like, I'm going to overly critique it. The only other note that I have, and I don't know if this was direction that they gave her or she just took her own liberty.
What?
I found America Ferrera pretty annoying. Like, I don't know why. I found her annoying. So like when he rushes in there and he's like, oh yeah, like we kind of got to go, like there's stuff going on. She's like, oh, you know, let's take it easy. We don't want to rush the children.
Yeah.
Man, get this little dirt motherfuckers in this bus right now.
You should have had him outside, actually.
Yeah. Like, or when like, and I get it. There's so many rules and regulations when it comes to like how you're supposed to manage the children. But when they first get on the bus, and she's like trying to direct them with certain stuff. And he's like, I hear you, but like, I do this for a living. Like, get off my back. And she would say certain things that's like kind of like, not condescending, but kind of like snarky in like a weird teacher-y sort of way. And I'm like,
I think she was overperforming. Like I said, he makes the people want to step it on up. And I think he was really showing like what a teacher job technically is, you know,
right.
Teacher's job, especially in a situation, a traumatic situation like that. Have you ever been in a natural disaster as a kid?
Yes and no.
It's traumatic. It's super traumatic. Like you'll never forget it. Like it's like your Village Air Store type thing. So you could do it like that. I swear to God. Anyway,
I was about to say something crazy, and I was like, you know what? Let me keep my comments to myself.
Keep it to yourself, out of control. Anyway, you know, her job was to keep these kids calm because could you imagine? Like fire alone is scary, so you got to have some type of control in that situation where everything else is out of your control.
Yeah.
So I appreciate her. But what did piss me off about her was when they're supposed to take them to that elementary school. And she was like, but where are they? They're not here. And the whole school was on fire. And she got out and went and said, where are they? They're not. Of course they're not here. Of course they're not here.
Also,
how would you get off that bus?
She was taking her sweet ass time to find them bottles of water.
Bruh.
There's mad smoke. There's mad fire. Then they cross paths with the looters
that was crazy.
Were banging on
I thought they were going to take the water from her.
And she's just like walking around like Miss Frizzle, like ain't shit popping off. I'm like, bro, put some pep into your step. Like, come on, lady.
I'm sure dying. Literally. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Those children on that bus, they were acting. Okay.
The kids did a decent job. For how crazy the situation was, they were like pretty calm.
They were acting their tails off, and they're probably our next up runners.
Yes,
in 20 years, those kids on that bus will be the kids we talk about that's giving Oscars and Emmys and stuff.
I always say, like, you could appreciate an adult actor, but I will always give extra credit to children who really have like a standout performance, because as a child, there's only certain experiences and certain emotions you've experienced yourself as a child. So if you're able to exude certain things that you've never personally experienced, as like round of applause. That's why I love like the Stranger Things kids in that first season, because it's like, yo, y'all going through like, y'all have a whole kid vanishing and like y'all going through all these emotions while still like dealing with being a child and like being bullied and all these different things. So I always give credit to the kids. But yeah, I don't really have that much else to discuss because it was a pretty straightforward sort of movie, and like
it was.
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of my rating, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I think it was just solid.
Oh.
I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's solid. It's not a bad movie, but it's nothing that's like, oh, you know, if this was in theaters, I wouldn't be like rushing
Oh no,
to
I
go
definitely
watch
would
it.
not rush to go see this in the theaters. It's definitely not a theater movie. It's definitely a streaming service movie. 100%. People should not be spending their money on that for sure.
Yeah.
No shade.
No shade. I'm assuming you also gave it a 3.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 just for Matthew McConaughey.
You and Matthew are locked in. I hope he sees this.
He do. I'm telling you, watch Dallas Buyers Club. Once you watch that, you're going to see what I'm saying about him.
I don't know. I don't disagree. Like, just from our True Detective rewatch, it's like, you can't deny it. Like, there's just certain performances, like, come on, you're on a different tier.
Yeah. For sure.
And then you also had him in even though that's more comedic, but like Wolf of Wall Street, when he did the whole chess thing, was like, you have too many standout performances. So it's like, you're great. But it just made me think of like how many great actors and actresses we have, and like some of the mid or below average stuff, they've also been it. That's why I tagged you on Instagram earlier today with that clip, because I vaguely remember someone else talking about that movie. And that's the first time I seen that trailer. And it's like, bro, that is absolutely
But you see,
ridiculous.
He took his job serious. He took his job serious and performed. No matter what the character is, he's going to perform. And I can appreciate an entertainer, a performer, because a lot of people aren't that. They're in entertainment and they're in performance industry, but they ain't doing that. So I love it.
I respect it, yo. I respect it. That is like my one, I don't want to call it a dying wish, but that is the one thing that I hope I get to do and check it off of my to-do list, is like to actually be on set for like a TV show or like a movie for extended period of time. Because I would imagine if I'm an actor and I'm taking the stuff seriously, but then it's like, am I not seeing everything else? I'm not seeing the other production, or I'm not seeing everything else.
It's really a mindset thing, man.
This is not going to turn out well. Like, how does it not like connect at some point? But I think their days are so busy. Like, you're so focused on just your scenes, you probably don't even see the other scenes. Because I think plenty of actors have always said like they don't see the movie until it actually releases in like the first screening or whatever. So you know, shout out to Matthew. He's dedicated to his craft.
I would love to be on set with him. I just want to see the on and off. And then also, because a lot of this, especially now, he's like in a lot of like serious dramas and stuff. I really wonder how he I guess in the clip that you tagged me in, he was like laughing. So it's like he has a sense of humor. But in a lot of stuff, you just see him super serious, getting it done. So I just couldn't imagine how he is in real life.
Right. And then also, I think in those scenarios, is like everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you do so many different projects, you forget what you're in. Like if you don't check your Wikipedia. So like he said in that clip, like he never seen that trailer before. So it's like he's watching this probably for the first time in like 30 years. The fact that the one that had me crying is like the fact it said Gary Oldman in the role of a lifetime. I was like, bro. Gary Oldman been in Harry Potter. Gary Oldman has been in Batman movies. Gary Oldman has done a bunch of shit. And like him playing a little person. I mean, technically,
I would love to play a little person in my
technically, they're not wrong. That is a role of a lifetime.
Think about it. How many actors are actually playing little people?
Listen, man. Little people can't even get their own jobs. That's crazy. That's crazy.
See? Look at that.
That's crazy. But I think that's it for this episode. It's crazy that we were able to squeeze 34 minutes out of that, because that was a tough one.
We tried hard, clearly.
Listen, the things we do for y'all. But y'all already know what y'all need to do. Make sure you please take some time out. Go to Apple Podcasts, rate and review us. Leave a 5-star. I'll even take a 4. I ain't gonna, I'll
Who
even
said
take a 4.
that?
I'll take
Give
a
me
4.
perfect.
Listen, man.
Mm-mm.
Listen, I'll take a 4. I'll take something. What Denzel
Give me
said,
a 5. Give me a 5.
what Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something.
Customer service said, give me a 5, but I'm being rated. Thank you.
This is true. This is true.
Thank
Yes, please make sure you go and rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or any other platform that has a rate and review system. Leave your comments. I've seen you guys been engaging on Instagram and TikTok. I've been trying to find some time to respond to y'all, as we go through this journey of TV and film. Some good, some bad,
Okay. All right. We ain't got to do that. We're still on that train. Stop it.
But yes, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube. We just got on Amazon Music for anybody that uses it. I don't use it, but if y'all use it, we on there too. We have video on Spotify as well. So if you watch it on Spotify, you do that. Yeah. Listen, we gotta give them all the options. All the options. Yes. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow our personal pages as well. Little thing be popping up on the bottom of the video.
Maybe don't.
I mean,
I talk about film. I feel like Steven talks about film way more than I do, like on his personal page. But me, I'm talking about some things that we don't need to be talking about.
This is true, but we're versatile people, so they can engage in other stuff. Just be respectful. Don't be talking crazy, because then blah. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next week, and we'll figure out a solution for this Last Frontier debacle.
We're just gonna stop.
Yeah, we'll figure out a workaround. We'll figure out a workaround. We gone. We done.
I'm screaming.